One of the main things I always get asked is, Day, how do I create sales? How do I make somebody buy something from me? Understanding how to sell somebody something is very much just understanding how to communicate with somebody. How do you talk to them? And this is hard for clothing brand owners because you guys have been listening to people who are so product focused that they don't understand sales is literally a form of communication. That's literally all it is. It's how do I speak to this person and how do they understand what I'm talking about with their lingo. You speak to them in the way they speak. Like the people who follow me, you're not going to listen to me if I started talking to y'all with all this marketing buzzword jargon shit that doesn't really matter. So, like I said, it's communication, it's talking. It's how do I speak to this person? How do I create a good scenario for me and my consumer, me and my product, that when we speak, it's very easy for them to understand that you need me, right? The product needs the customer. The customer does not need the product. I need us to get through that. The customer does not need the product. The product needs the customer. So, here's a few ways that you can create sales. Obviously, these are my favorite ways that you can create sales. You're going to put this shit on the floor. You're going to stand up at a random clear or like a garage-esque background. Super fun. This creates so much revenue. 6-figure brands only. Also, you can show behind the scenes. This is great to also send out like the family member group chat. If you do this in ATL, obviously you're going to, grow to 50K, massive engagement, massive sales. Hardest brand to come out since, I don't know, right? That's when you create like this. It's the best content you ever could do. If you're a smart person and you have logic, you understand that there's the shit in this world that's dumb as fuck. You, my friend, we're on the same, level and team. That, what I just showed you previously, is not going to get you shit. It's not going to get you anywhere. You literally are going to be in the same place you were last year. When you fucking think that content I just showed you is going to get you ahead, it won't get you shit. It's going to get you 0 fucking sales, 0 engagement, 0 followers, 0 community. If you still take content like that, you're fucking crazy. You need to be checked into somewhere. I'm serious. How is that going to make me buy something? How is that talking to the customer? How is this going to make me buy something? These are 2 men standing here. I don't know what the fuck this means. With their face, a scully, whatever the fuck you call that. And then this is like family member content. You want to show the family member that you're like, you have a brand, you're doing good. Like, fuck it. Just send a picture of your apartment if you want to show them that you're doing good. Or send a picture of your, I don't know, your Amex card. Do something. There's so many other ways you could do that. Not wasting money on a shoot with a white background. Accessory-based brands. That's all I have to say. You want somebody to buy something from you? Think like this. Your brand is supposed to be an accessory to their already created world. People already have brands that they like. I'm going to repeat this again. People already have brands that they like. Your only duty is to help them accessorize the brand world. That's your only duty. This is the brand world. You want to accessorize it. The super popular trend right now, the keychains and the charms. People are adding it to their bag. That's creating their like bag brand world. You see what I'm talking about? All you're doing is adding to their brand world. Think of yourself as a fucking key charm or just a charm in general. You want to be something they add on. You want it to be a personalization. So they have their bag. You're an add-on. You're a fucking keychain. You're adding on, just like this. You get the fucking sale when the customer feels like you are adding on to a huge brand world that they already have. You are adding a new form of them already to the brand world. When you do this, when you make the link happen, you are supposed to show a brand based around a scenario. So in order for the link to click, let's say you already have the idea, like, okay, I'm going to be the charm to my brand world. You're not linked yet. You just know. You know. Me telling you this, you know. Now, what the fuck is the action? You create a scenario based around all the other key charms that are on the back. All the other key charms that's on the fucking back, you create a scenario. What's going to happen? The consumer is going to start fucking linking everybody together. They're going to put your charm on the back, Because you made them aware of all the other things that they like, and you're adding on to it. It's very fucking simple. That's how a sale happens. You do not sell by making your product the only visible thing that they could fucking see. You sell when you understand that I'm not the only one here. I'm not the only charm on this fucking bag. There's multiple other charms on the bag, right? I just want to show them, like, I fuck with the other charms, but I think you could fuck with me too. So add me to the bag. I'm going to show you a charm bag just so everyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So I just thought of this analogy while I was speaking, so I'm going to say it again. All your duty is to be aware of all these charms on the bag. You're going to make the customer that you are aware of it. You add your brand as a charm to the bag. You're just coming in as another key figure to their brand world. That's all you're doing. You're another charm. That's it. Stop fucking thinking that it can only be one charm on here. No, there's so many other things. Put yours on the back and let the customer carry you around. It's very simple. When it comes to content, the same thing. There's so much fucking content. There's so many products. There's so many scenarios. Pick a good brand world that has a lot of scenarios that you could fill the customer's mind up with, right? And you're going to add on to it. I would rather you be an accessory than a main point of view. When you come at them like you are the only brand in the world, it makes them think. It makes them think that you are literally an ad. That's where I tell people your ads suck ass. Because you made it seem like the brand is the fucking main character. The brand's not the main character. No one gives a fuck about the brand or the product. The consumer's the main character. How did you talk to me? The way you spoke to me, I consider it in my brand world. Now I'm going to go online and buy it. Because you made it seem like I need an add-on rather than becoming my new fave. That's why I always tell you guys, consumer interest is more important than your dumbass brand. You are just an add-on. You're sourcing for them. Get in your head, they do not give a fuck. Most people don't care. I'm telling you, most people don't. If you come in as an add-on to their already curated life, brand, world, you are literally going to become a pillar one of these days. But for right now, you're just a fucking keychain. You're a keychain. You're a charm. You're a bag charm. You want to be a fucking bag charm. They already have all these interests. They already have this complex shit in their head. It's your duty simply, I'm telling you. So the only fucking thing that you have to do, give them something else that matches all the other keychains. Give them something a little different that matches all the other keychains. It could be the scenario. It could be the different products. It could be that you are literally a source for other things, right? That's what you give to them. That's when that consumer starts thinking, oh yeah, I'm about to buy every fucking thing they ever have. That's when the consumer's like, yeah, let me buy this tea. Let me buy that hat. Let me buy this. Because you're an add-on to their whole base, right? If you think creating content based on their product will get you sales and engagement, it's a silent behavior. You need to lock yourself up. Because it's crazy. It's delusional. I am all for dreaming big and having delusions and doing all that shit. I'm all for it. Very much a psychopath, just like most of us. But there is a point where you're going to cross over. And when you cross over, you're getting into Joker territory. You know what I mean? Like, where you took it too far. And I know people are probably like, this bitch always says no one gives a fuck about your brand. I want you to know that they do not. I want you to know that they do not. That's all I'm going to say. Because you have to understand, you're not giving anybody any value. You're literally just holding up a piece of clothing and telling them, you should buy this. It's easier for me, someone who's giving somebody value, to communicate. It's way easier. It's 30 times easier. But when you're trying to sell a piece of clothing, you think you could put that piece of clothing in somebody's face and act like they care? Oh yeah, you need to be locked up. And some people might say, other brands have did it. Other brands have did it where it's just product based. All the brands, and I'm going to tell you about the other brands who have did it. They're TikTok brands. And all of them changed their name. They haven't dropped in 30 years. And now they do what I do. It's not the same thing. It's dumb ass logic from one fucking t-shirt that made 50K. If you are the type they're like, oh, it made 50K so it's going to work, I don't want to talk to you. I like the psychology of talking to someone and making them literally sit there and be amazed by you forever. That's the fuck I like. If you like shit like that, we can be friends. If you think that 50K shit from one t-shirt is cool, go ahead. It's better to make 50K once a month than make 50K one time. Let the church say amen in the fucking back. Those people who make that one t-shirt, I swear that they are not doing market research on their customer. They're not trying to stalk their customer and figure out what they like, what they don't like. What's the top of their list right now? What's at the bottom of their list? They're not doing that. They're not. They're literally not doing that shit. And you think just because they made that 50K one fucking time that, oh yeah, this works. No, it should just not work. You have to go back to the OGs who did this shit. The OGs who did this shit do not think like that. They never in their fucking lives would think like that. The OGs understood Supreme, Stussy, activities. They had activities. Supreme, Stussy, they had scenarios. All the OGs did it. But now we have crossed this fucking line where now it's like one product, let that bitch sell and go. We're drop shipping. You're a drop shipper. Here's your play. For the person who just wants to sell one thing. Alibaba.com to go find a shirt that's similar to a Hailstar gallery department looking at shit. Go sell it. Learn how to drop ship. If you don't want to do this, all the things I talk about in my videos, learn how to fucking drop ship. Hey, I tried drop shipping. We all do it. I wasn't good at that shit. Why? Here's the key. It's never just one product. It's always finding the next winning product. And that's what the fuck these TikTok brands did. They kept trying to find the next winning product. Instead of going through that mental hustle, how about you just sit the fuck down, figure out the customer, and you have them for life. You will never lose a customer unless you say some weird shit and then you're canceled. But other than that, you will never lose a customer thinking like this. Most of y'all couldn't even name any of the fucking things that I put on here. There's a hack. It should not be big mainstream brands. Of course, a few of them can be, but most of them should be niche to the customer. People have very niche things that they like, and if you use them to your advantage, you have the keys to fucking steer them anyway. Market research is key. Most old brand owners can't tell the customers' favorite brands and expect six-figure brands. Food businesses know this the most. Olipop knows their customers' favorite foods. Olipop knows that when I go in Whole Foods, they know the three fucking things I'm going to pick up, and they know Olipop is one of them. Why? They attach themselves to things. That's the fucking key. Sprouts does not sell Dasani, Evian, Fiji. They don't sell those waters. Why? It takes away the fucking farmer's market health aspect of it. They only sell Mountain Valley water. And maybe their spring water. Again, you need to build rooms for consumers. You need to be a bag charm. I should have put that. You need to be a fucking bag charm. Think like that, and you probably will get somewhere. Other than that, you're fucked. But December 18th, I have a masterclass if you want to know some more shit about it. Honestly, to the people who don't get it, hands up, don't shoot. It's only going to be $25. Because this masterclass is honestly going to change everybody's mind. And I know I'm going to get people saying, like, this is mind-blowing. I know. The first one was mind-blowing. This one is going to be in fucking sane. So, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow.